Brandon Aiyuk comes to you and he's like, hey, I just got a $100 million contract. Chris, what do I do?
Well, first of all, I hope the contract goes through. I hope the 49ers retain him. You know, when you have a person who's got that kind of wealth, you have to sit down with them and assess what their long-term goals are. What are they looking to do? The conversation when you're planning someone's estate with that kind of wealth has to involve their CPA, their financial planners, and addressing what their long-term goals are. But on a basic level, when you start, there's always what we call the basic comprehensive estate plan. You always start with that. They have to have a living trust in place. They have to have their pour over wills, the durable financial power of attorney, the advanced healthcare directives. Those documents have to be in place regardless of who you're working with. And from there, you now branch off into what we call advanced planning, right? Somebody who has that kind of wealth falls into what we call the realm of estate taxes. Estate taxes are death taxes. Essentially, in the U.S. today, if you have an estate that's valued, husband and wife, if you have an estate valued more than $27 million and some change, you now fall into the realm of what we call estate taxes, where anything above that amount will be taxed at the estate tax rate on a federal level.
What is that?
I believe it's around 40%. So let's say you have, we use smaller numbers. Let's say you have a person who has an estate that's worth 30 million and the exemptions for husband and wife around 27 million. That amount above 27 million, between 27 and 30 million is going to be taxed at around 40%. Around that much. Now, when you have somebody who has a much larger estate, there's more planning required. So for that kind of person, we'll do what we call advanced planning. We'll look at other options and how we can mitigate this estate tax liability. Now, I will tell you this. Today, I just told you the exemptions for husband and wife are a little over $27 million. It's $13 million and change per person. So cumulative husband and wife can pass on to their children more than $27 million. Estate tax-free. That number is set to drop at the end of 2025 and 2026. That number drops closer to, we don't know for a fact, but the speculation is maybe $6.5 million adjusted for inflation, which means the husband and wife at that point could pass on maybe $12, $13, $14 million estate tax-free. I don't know the exact amount, but that's around where it's going to be at, which means now, if you have somebody who's got a greatly appreciated estate above that amount, they're now susceptible to estate taxes if they pass away. So that kind of person, when they come to us, we will sit down with their CPA, their financial planner, and we will do some advanced planning and figure out what's the best way to mitigate some of these estate tax issues and other issues that they may have. But at the base level, it always starts with the estate plan, living trust, pour over will, durable power of attorney, and obviously the language in the living trust is going to be different than somebody who does not have estate tax issues.
Okay.
But so for Brandon Aiyuk's sake, I'm hoping that he does end up having estate tax issues, which means that he got a great contract. That'd be great for him.